welcome to the Ottawa Public Library. How can I help you?
I forgot to bring in this book. It's kind of late. I was wondering if you could forget the fine.
Is it late for a particular reason?
I just forgot,
It's your responsibility to check when the book is due. Do you think your fine should be forgiven over someone else's?
It's just, why would I bother with the due date anyway? Like, you can forgive the fines anyway. I know you can do it.
Hi there.
Hey, I'm at renewals for this book, but I wondered if I could renew it again.
I'm sorry, the rule is after 3 renewals, the book goes back on the shelf.
What's the big deal? I'm here. I want it renewed. Can I please just have it back?
Hi there. What can I help you with today?
I lost a book.
Well, unfortunately, you're going to have to pay for the lost book.
You know what? Can't we just wave it off? Like, nobody has to know.
My pet peeve is people who think the rules don't apply to them or they are above the law. It relates to me personally because I'm often asked to break the rules when helping customers working at the library's service desk. This also occurs at an international level when states and other actors believe they are above the law or are not bound by the rule of law. The rule of law states that all individuals are subject to the law, including citizens, leaders, and states. States who sign on to treaties submit themselves to the rule of law because they consensually agree to uphold the treaty. This practice is solidified by the custom of pacta sunt servanda, which according to the Vienna Convention is, every treaty in force is binding upon the parties to it and must be performed by them in good faith. It is important that states fulfill their treaty obligations or perceive that they are bound by the treaties, particularly when they deal with very important issues. For example, the Geneva Conventions, the Genocide Convention, the Ottawa Convention on Landmines, and the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons. States who do not follow the rules of law generally cannot become a member of the international community because states will not want to engage in relations with them. If they will not fulfill some of their treaty obligations, they cannot join international organizations. For example, the UN Charter states that membership in the United Nations is open to all other peace-loving states which accept the obligations contained in the present charter. And a member of the United Nations which has persistently violated the principles contained in the present charter may be expelled from the organization. If states cannot join organizations like the UN, they are not able to benefit from aid money, disaster relief, or being a member of other UN organizations, like the International Labour Organization or UNICEF. They also have a chance to advance their national interests in the international community. The international community also has a variety of different tools to deal with states who break the law, including legal proceedings, soft power, and hard power. Generally, legal proceedings are carried out by the International Court of Justice or the International Criminal Court. The ICJ deals with the conduct of states or disputes between states. Its jurisdiction is the interpretation of a treaty, any question of international law, the existence of any fact which, if established, would constitute a breach of an international obligation, and the nature or extent of the reparation to be made if there is a breach of an international obligation. The International Criminal Court concerns itself with non-state actors who break international law. The jurisdiction of the court shall be limited to the most serious crimes of concern to the international community, which include the crime of genocide, crimes against humanity, war crimes, and the crime of aggression. If countries are found to be in breach of international laws, the court and the UN can use other tools to force them to stop. Firstly, there is soft power, which according to the UN Security Council is measures not involving the use of armed force, such as complete or partial interruption of economic relations, and of rail, sea, air, postal, telegraphic, radio, and other means of communication, and the severance of diplomatic relations. Another option is hard power, which according to the Security Council is when measures provided for in Article 41 are inadequate, they may take action by air, sea, or land forces. Those actions include demonstrations, blockades, and other operations by air, sea, or land forces. In daily life, the consequences of perceiving to be above the law aren't quite as serious, especially if they are simply procedural laws. In this case, it is just inconsiderate and inconvenient. However, the international community is willing to go to great lengths to defend the laws they put in place because they often deal with much more crucial issues, such as protecting rights, maintaining world peace, and ensuring stable relations. In the world of international law, it can be very serious if states do not follow the rule of law and fulfill their treaty obligations.